to my kitchen. I'm Rhonda, and you're watching A Dash of Love, and that is the truth. Hope you all have had a wonderful day. Yesterday I made some spaghetti, and I was going to have leftover spaghetti, but Randy and I both have appointments tomorrow, so I thought I could just reheat that tomorrow when we got back. So tonight I'm going to show y'all my recipe for salmon cakes or salmon patties, whichever one you want to call it. So I've already got one can that I've opened. I keep a bowl of soapy water in my sink for times like these. Oh man. But let me get some of my stuff together and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This can be a stinchy situation, but I guarantee you if you make them, you're gonna love them. I'm not crazy about, you know, when you go get a piece of grilled salmon, but I really like these because you can add things to it. So let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, this is a 14 3/4 ounce. I think they already cook it some because the bones are soft. The little bones that are in this, now you can eat those, and actually if you do eat them, it's a high source of vitamins and calcium, things like that. And no, I'm not going to use gloves. I've got a pot of water over there. Let me move my coffee. I don't want fishy coffee. All right, I try to do it gentle, and I feel for the bones. And you just kind of, you know, break it up a little bit. Usually you know exactly where the bones are. But you can eat them. See, they're just real soft. I don't mind the bones, but I would rather not have them. And every now and then, you know, you're still going to get one or two in there. Depends on how well you mash up your mixture. All right, put that in that bowl. And you want to shut your bedroom doors and maybe open up a door when you fry these. I'm not trying to tell you not to do it, but it'll stink up your house for a day, but it doesn't last long, I promise. But I don't care, they're delicious. And I eat them cold out of the refrigerator. Randy's like, how do you eat those things cold? I said, I don't know, I just open my mouth and eat them, they're good. They're just really good. And I don't mind that black skin, that dissolves. I'm not going to waste no more than I have to. All right, here we come. Here's some bones. All right. You'll see a whole bunch of them in a minute. See? And they're just real soft. Got a little crunch to them, but definitely edible. But I absolutely like these a lot. I really do. Just feeling for them. They're good. Probably right here. Yep. It's a bone. And I will go through this other bowl and feel too. That's just a lot of bones and pieces of meat. You hate to waste any of it. It's slimy stuff. The slicky skin or fat, something. Hold on, let me wash my hands, guys. Smelling right in here now. Yeah. Woo. Let me set this bowl over here for a minute. Okay. And what I do is I go back in and I just, you know, feel around. And you might feel one or two. It feels pretty good, really. I like to make extra because if I get hungry during the night, I'll get up, get one out of the refrigerator and just eat it. I think they're good cold. All right, I don't feel any more, maybe. No. Alrighty. Alright, let me wash my hands again. I'll be right back. Now, your hands might smell a little gross, but you can take some lemon juice or a lemon and just, you know, put on there and you got it. It'll take it right off. So what I put in here is 2 eggs. I do 1 egg per can. And I chop up some onions. And then I put some breadcrumbs. And I do add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Reason being is because it has a little fish sauce in that. No, I take that back. It has anchovies in it. A lot of people don't know that. And you know what? That's what makes it so delicious. Fish sauce smells gosh awful. I mean, it's like, woo! But it's good. I use it a lot. And anchovies, people think because it's a little fish and it's just gross. Buy you some anchovy paste. Squirt a little bit of it in some of your recipes. It just gives it a little bit of umami, a little bit of saltiness. It's fine. It's tasty. Give it a try. Don't knock it until you try it. Seriously. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've showed you guys this before. Trying not to do that today. Cut your onion in half, you know, where the root is on one end, like that, see? Then you peel it. Don't cut the root off. Just cut one end where, on the other end of the root. So there's the root, okay? So that onion's still intact. Okay. Reason I'm doing it, I do it different ways, but the reason I'm doing it this way is because I want to try to make small cuts of onion to go in this. And I do this sometime, but we're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to hold your knife like this. Or like by the blade, like that. I think my knife needs to be sharpened a little bit. Okay. And see, just because that's on the end, it's okay. I cut that. I didn't mean to. But see, it's still intact. I did that. I didn't mean to. But watch. All right. And see, you didn't have to squiggle around and worm around trying to keep that onion all together. And like I told you before, you could stick that in the ground if you got a place for a garden. You grow you some onions. Sure can. I like my onions small because you want to make sure they try to get cooked, you know. I think that's it. Let me see if that's enough onion. Let me get my thingamajigger. Well, it's in my dishwasher, y'all. Well, I thought it was. Well, I don't know what I've done with it. It's probably in the back of the dishwasher. That's okay. I'll use my knife. See if that's enough. Because I like onion. Oh yeah, that's plenty. So that's a half of a, I guess we call that a medium onion. And I will save that piece. Let me cut this other piece up real quick. Y'all, it's been cloudy all day and raining, and it looks like, it kind of looks like it was lightening up a little bit, but I don't know. It's not really cold. It's just damp here in North Carolina. Here in the North Carolina. I tell you, my hands, on some days, I can't do much with them. Okay. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire. Just a couple of dashes, or 2 or 3. I like celery salt, so I'm just putting a little bit of that in there. Just a dash of regular salt. Some restaurant-style pepper, and some onion powder, just a little bit. No certain measurements, just, you know, just a sprinkle here and there. That's it. Just a sprinkle here and there. But I will put the recipe in the description. Okay. Alrighty. Bam, got that. Scramble it up pretty good right here in this bowl. Throw that in that sink. Get this mixed up. And see, the egg is what's going to keep these from falling apart. That and your breadcrumbs. I've also used flour, but I like the breadcrumb, the breadcrumb better. And I usually stick them in the refrigerator and get them cold before I fry these, because getting them cold also helps hold them together. Okay? Let me see if that's enough. That's a fourth right there. I'm going to test it and see if it holds together. And I think that's pretty good, but I might add just a little bit more. Let me wash my hands again. Okay. I think that's perfect. Oh, I am going to add a little bit of this. I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot, y'all. About a tablespoon of olive oil. It might be about a teaspoon and a half. Just a little bit of olive oil. Let me finish the whole tablespoon. All right, tablespoon of good olive oil. I've got to order me some more. All right, so we got that mixed up good. All righty. All right, let me get the other stuff ready, and I'm gonna pat them out and put them in the refrigerator. Hey, now I've got a, excuse me, a parchment lined. I bought a bunch of these, I don't know, several months ago. They're good for everything. I thought they were going to be bigger. Crazy me, bought them but didn't look at what size they were. I was wanting like the cafeteria size, but I like these. Okay, I've got a cup of these, which I'm out. I got to get some more. Progresso Italian breadcrumbs. You can use anything you want. You can use plain flour. Just season it. Make sure you put some salt and pepper, maybe some onion powder, garlic powder, whatever you like. Just make sure you season it or it'll be bland. And then I used a half a cup of all-purpose flour. Then I added about a half a teaspoon of onion powder, half teaspoon of celery salt, because I love it, half teaspoon pepper, just a little bit of salt, probably about a half teaspoon of salt, and I mixed it all up, and that's what we've got. All right, and like I said, I will post the recipe. This is just, I don't know how everybody else makes theirs. This is just the way I've always done it. Now, I used to make them and they would fall all to pieces, and I could not for the life of me figure out what in the world am I doing wrong. Well, I wasn't putting any binding agent like the breadcrumbs. I did put an egg, but I didn't put enough egg. And I wasn't putting these patties in the refrigerator and get them really good and cold before I would fry them. And if your hands get sticky with whatever, that's another reason I put the olive oil in it. I thought that would help. It has in the past. But when you make these, don't put 2 cans of that juice from the salmon in here. I put about that much juice in it. Just a little bit. Just so it won't be dry. All right. Snap. I got to get a fork. Hold on. Wash my hands. I mean, these have been, I think these have been cooked, but I still don't want it all over my counters and stuff. Oh boy, I tell you. And then just flip it around. Okay, like that. And sometimes it'll try to fall apart. But once you get it into the refrigerator and get it cooled, it'll do better. I promise. And if it starts falling apart, work with it some more. They can be that way. They sometimes will be that way. You just got to work with it. Kind of mash it, you know, together. And kind of mash those crumbs into it. And then when you get the crumbs on it, just pat a little more. Okay. And you can make them whatever size you want. All right. I'm trying to get them all the same size. Sometimes I don't get it right. And see, now it's getting all over my hands. Ooh. You can do that. It'll come off. And I've even done these in panko. If you want them crispy, you can actually do it in panko. Just add some panko to your mixture here, and it'll give it some extra crunch. I may do that for the last few because Randy likes crunchy food. And I like crunchy food, but I don't want my salmon cakes all crunchy. I want to be able to taste the meat instead of all the breading. You know what I mean? That dude loves crunchy food and bread. I thought nobody liked bread as much as me, which I don't eat it like I used to. But that dude loves bread. And most people love a lot of meat on their sandwiches. I don't care for a lot of meat on mine, but he would rather have more bread. That day he said he couldn't taste shrimp. I couldn't believe that. I told him he needed to have his taste buds checked, bless his little heart. He's sweet. He has really had his mind on that stuff out there with where the rain has messed up stuff. He concentrates on it. He thinks about it. I guess that's the way men do things. There's nothing wrong with that. So I know y'all don't want to see me do all this, but my hands have got fish on it. Let me do this one and I will get the panko and do a few in those. Randy will only eat 2 or 3 of these and the rest of them will be mine, mine, mine. I don't make them that often, probably once every 3 months or so. All right, hold on. What? Hot. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I got some panko. It's just plain panko crumbs. Just plain. And it's probably 1/4 of a cup. Just ever how much you like. And I add a little bit more pepper. I washed my hands again for the 100th time. For the 100th time. I hum a lot, y'all. It's because I sing a lot. Maybe one of these days I'll get out my keyboard and play y'all a tune. Okay. All right. See? I'm just do it any old way. All right, I'm going to wash my hands and pause this. I know y'all don't want to sit here and watch all of this. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, got those in the refrigerator and they are chilling. I'm gonna do these potatoes. I've never tried them. If you've never watched Franny, Joe, Savvy, Sweet, you need to watch her. She is funny. She'll make a mistake and she'll just say whatever, you know, she'll keep on going. She'll even remake whatever she's messed up. She is a hoot. I just fell in love with her, y'all. She is the bomb. So you've got to watch her. She will make you laugh. She's just the best. And I watch a lot of people. They're all just wonderful. But something just resonated with her. She's from North Carolina. And she's just funny. She makes my day. But anyway, she has this recipe. She said she worked in a restaurant. And she said, you would have thought that they were back there peeling all of these potatoes. She said, they ain't peeling potatoes. She said, they dumping them out of a can. And it's a restaurant she used to work at. But she used the Green Giant. She said you can get them at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 a can. I didn't get to go to the Dollar Tree. So I've got the Del Monte kind. And these are non-GMO, and the only thing I think that's in it, like she said, is water, salt, and taters. I have used these to put in green beans when I was trying to make something quick, and they are good. To me, it wasn't like a real potato, but the way she cooked these, they looked delicious. So anyway, I think the other potatoes are probably bigger than what these are. You can buy them sliced also. She's got another recipe for these potatoes that are sliced, and she does some kind of dish with that. I think this candle is irritating my allergies. I gotta blow it out. So anyway, I put a little, she didn't do this, but I did. I put a little bit of onion powder on them. And put your salt high up and you can get everything. Potatoes are gonna have to have right much salt. Okay, and my pepper. I'm gonna use some fresh ground pepper. Yeah, I shouldn't have burnt that. I should not have been burning that candle. I'm putting a lot of pepper. You don't have to. But I think potatoes and salt and pepper love each other. I cleaned up my mess after that, fixing those salmon patties. I actually use bleach. I'm funny that way. Look, I got food poisoning one time. I had gotten some, that's when I lived in Greensboro. I had ordered some potato skins from a restaurant next door. This was back in the early 2000s. And you talking about sick. Immediately, I was sick. I'm not trying to be personal, but I had to go to the hospital like 3 times. I was in the bathroom so much. I had bruises on the backs of my legs. And I know that's personal, but I'm telling you, ever since that happened to me, I am look at me. I am crazy about keeping things clean and not cross-contaminating. Because I thought that was going to kill me. I'm telling you, it was bad. My daughter can tell you it was bad. I thought I was going to leave here. Anyway, she used a whole stick of butter, but she used 3 cans. So, since I'm only using 2 cans, I'm going to just put in a half a stick. And I'm not going to bake this right away. She said you could put whatever you wanted to in these potatoes, you know. So, I'm going to try to get it where, you know, they're all get some butter. All right. So anyway, that's it. That's it right there. She said that they are the most delicious potatoes because you're cooking it on a high temperature. I think she said 425. I'm almost sure. It was either 425 or 450, but I think it was 425. Franny, I hope I'm telling them right. But for about 30 minutes. But I'm not going to put these in there yet because I haven't. It's going to take me longer to cook my salmon patties. And I don't know what else I want to fix. I've got a bag of this broccoli cauliflower stuff. And you can cook that in a microwave, actually. So we may have some of that. Just pop that in a microwave. I always let it thaw out. I don't know why, I just do. So I got to let these salmon patties sit for a few more minutes. And we'll fry them up. And I got to think about what I'm going to fix for bread. You know, Randy's got to have his bread. Maybe toast. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I'm back. Okay. I decided to get out my skillet. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. I decided to get my skillet out. That way I can cook more than one. And I think that is the best way. And I put just a little crumb in here. I don't know if y'all can see that. I hope it don't fall over in the grease. I put a little crumb in there, and you see it sizzling. I put something on my shirt because I didn't want to get my sweater splattered with grease. And you got to put some oil in your pan. You just got to. And I'm using vegetable oil. And you see how much it takes. These are the ones with the panko. I could have chilled them a little bit longer, but it's getting to be 6 o'clock. Let me get that flour off there. And another key to keeping them from falling apart is just don't handle them. Just let them fry. Let them get crispy on one side. And that way, you know, it'll stay together. But they are really good. I don't know if y'all have ever tried it. I got my bedroom doors shut. I got the back door open because they can, you know, smell your house up a little bit. But they are so good. I like them a lot. Alright, and I got, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I got 10 out of 2 cans. That's pretty good. You can make them as big as you want, you know, or small. Turn it down a little bit. So I'm gonna fry these and flip them, and I'll come right back. I meant to tell you that I have my oil. It's on 350. Sometimes I'll have to go up and down because this pan is has a mind of its own. Now I flip those about 4 minutes on each side. I may flip them one more time just to make sure they're good and done. Okay, I'll be back. Y'all, I would say at least 5 minutes on each side, maybe 6. But if it starts getting, I mean, just check it. If it starts getting, you know, really brown, then go ahead and flip it or turn your oil down a little bit. You may not have to do that, but like I said, my skillet here does have a mind of its own. So they're looking really good. Now they're almost done, so I got me a clean spatula out. So they're really looking good. Yummy, 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 y'all. That one needs to stay on. Oops. That one needs to stay on that side. Let's see what it looks like. Flip it one more time. Make sure they're good and done. Don't want to burn them. Oh, yes. Put it on this paper towel. so it can drain. I could get out my wire rack. That might be better. I think it's in the dishwasher. There we go. Sit them on a wire rack. That's better. They won't be sitting in a greasy paper towel, right? So I do flip them some, you know, just to make sure. But it doesn't take long. I would say about 5-6 minutes on each side. I said 4 to begin with, but I haven't cooked them in a while, y'all. I don't cook these but once every so many months. They're not Randy's favorites. Okay, guys. There they are. Look at here. Hot. It's good. So my husband just informed me that I was going to do some leftover biscuits that I made day before yesterday. Or did I make them yesterday? I can't remember. I make so many. He said, I want one of them salmon patties on a biscuit. So that's what he's going to get. But anyway, I'm getting ready to put the potatoes in the, these are so delicious. In the oven. It's almost preheated. I'll be back. Oh, hold on.
Hello, everybody.
Who says that?
Yeah, that's good.
Who is it?
The doctor on The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
And me.
And him. Hello, everybody. I said, how these taste? He said, fishy. Oh! But you taste the onion. The other stuff you put in it. It's good. There's some crisp. I made you some crispy ones.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Bippity bop.
Bippity bop.
Look what he's getting ready to do. He always does it right before dinner.
Oh, that way.
Pretty much. All right. There we go. We're going to put these in the oven, y'all. Ah! All right, be back. Hey, I'm back. Talking to this fellow over here. He's saying his prayer. I'm sorry. He put his on a biscuit.
I like biscuits.
You like them biscuits.
Oh.
I want you to try those potatoes. Franny, I've already took some out, so they smell wonderful. And you can see where that butter got brown. So it's like brown buttered potatoes. Y'all, oh my word, look at that. Can't wait to try that. Got some cauliflower and some broccoli. And we got these beautiful salmon patties. How is it?
It's hot. It's real hot. Woo! I'm gonna drink out of the refrigerator.
What's hot?
A potato.
Hold on, y'all. But anyway, is it bippity bip?
Bippity bop.
Bippity bop.
Make your lips go bippity bop, bippity bop.
Okay, y'all. This is our dinner. And I will put down the recipes. And I want to make a banana pudding. I really do. but we'll see. All right, say bye.
Bye.
Bye, honey.
Bye, honey.
Bye, y'all. Take care. Please subscribe and share. Please. It makes a big difference. Okay? God bless. Bye. Hey. Well, I said I wanted to try to make some homemade banana pudding. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm going to try to get through this. Okay? Anyway, this is an easy peasy recipe. I mean, it's easy. You don't have to temper eggs and all that kind of stuff. Okay? You got 2/3 cup of granulated sugar. Okay? Then you've got to put in 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Whisk that up. I hope you all have a wonderful day tomorrow. You know, I was telling y'all about the fire trucks and stuff in my other video. Well, they back down there again tonight. So let's hope that it didn't reignite. It's kind of scary. Okay, so we got 2/3 of a cup of white sugar. Wait a minute. I think I'm missing a third. I am. Hold on, y'all. I didn't put but 1/3 cup of sugar, okay? I got to put another third. Sorry about that. So that's 2/3 cups of sugar, 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Then you got 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I don't use kosher salt because I don't think it dissolves that well. But that's totally up to you guys. Bam, salt goes in. Okay. All right. Now, we got to have 2 cups of milk, 2 tablespoons of butter softened, and we don't have to put that in until we start cooking it. We don't put the vanilla in until after it's done, and bananas and the cookies, and you don't do that till it's done. I mean, when you start putting it together. Let me show y'all something I've got. Vanilla bean powder. Isn't that something? And you don't have to use much. Smells lovely. So I put in 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla bean powder. And I'm probably going to put in the flavor, the bean paste too. It takes a few minutes to break up, but it does. Okay. Now, while that's that, I've got to crack 3 eggs. And you don't have to just do the yolks. You do the entire whole egg with this. I like Eggland's best when they're not so expensive. All right, I'll put that in the trash. And then I want to beat this up some with my little mini whisk. Y'all, those potatoes that I fixed, I knew they were going to be good because you know I love potatoes. But them daggone things, oh my word, with all that pepper and salt on it, let me tell y'all, you know how when you brown butter, you know the solids separate this, that, and the other? and you have that wonderful brown butter flavor. Goodness gracious. In that, I could have licked that bowl or that dish that I cooked. I mean, it was so good. You got those little pieces of butter solids, and where the butter has separated, and it's got that brown butter flavor on those potatoes, and those solids have gotten a little crispy. Y'all, I mean, I didn't think a can of potatoes would taste that good. But when you cook it on that high heat in that oven for 30 minutes, they were scrumptious. Y'all got to try that. You got to try it. Okay, I got these scrambled up. All right. Get this back over here. Let me get all these eggs out. My daddy used to love this recipe. He wasn't a big fan of bananas. He always wanted me to make him cookie pudding. Instead of putting the bananas in it, just use the vanilla wafers and then this. Oh, he loved it. Now we're going to add 2 cups of milk. I used 1 cup of whole milk and 1 cup of evaporated milk. You don't have to do that. You can use low-fat milk, whatever you like. Coconut milk, that works fine. But if you want it rich, use this formula. All right, 2 cups of milk. And I don't care for meringue that much, so I probably won't be putting meringue on it. I might just make some whipped topping out of whipping cream. Okay. I think those eggs and everything is incorporated really good. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna go over here to the stove. Hey, I'm back. So you cook this over low to medium heat, constantly stirring it. Because you don't want, you want it to stay smooth. And if it winds up not staying smooth, run it through a sieve. You know, little things like you gonna use for dusting powdered sugar out of, or I've got one, but you know what a sieve is. And if you press it through, you take this, you pour your, if you got lumps and stuff in it, let it run through here and just press it. And it'll come out smooth and silky. So we're going to work on this. Yeah, but my daddy, he loved that cookie pudding. I would have to make a double recipe for him. Yeah, we heard sirens, and we had to go to the store anyway, down the street. So we rode down there, and apparently that brush fire had maybe started back. I don't know, but it was like 3 or 4 fire trucks down there. I was wondering about that today, if they really got it all out, because I have known that to happen. When I was a paramedic and we would go on calls like that, it would be something that would start back up. All right, once it starts thickening, I will come back. So I've been stirring about 8 minutes. And once it starts getting thick, it goes fast. Make sure you get in the bottom of the pan, like down in the corners. You know what I'm talking about? Down here in the corners, but inside. Alrighty, it's ready. Okay. This oven is the touchiest thing. Okay. Now you want to put in your butter. That gives it a silky texture also, and richness. It's about, it's probably about 3 tablespoons. Stir that in. Oh, it smells wonderful. Then we're going to put the vanilla bean paste in there. Make sure you keep the sides scraped too, because you know that's a form of skin. And you have to wait to put your vanilla in it, because if you do it while it's boiling like that, it cooks the flavor right out. It does, it does. Okay, I'll be right back. Guys, this stuff's good. Okay. 2 bananas. And if you don't want your bananas to turn brown, you can put some lemon juice on it, or you can do this. Okay, we've got to put some pudding down. And it's still pretty warm, but that's okay. Okay. If you slice your bananas, don't slice them all at one time. Then that helps keep your bananas from turning dark. This is an 8x8 pan. It didn't call but for 2 bananas, but I guess they're supposed to be sliced real thin. I'd rather have more cookies than banana anyway, honestly. Put a little bit more of your pudding mixture on there. And I did add a little bit more milk just a minute ago to smooth it out. If it starts to get really thick, just add a little bit of milk to it and whisk it up. It'd be perfectly fine. Because, you know, I promise it'll be fine. And this is a small pudding. Okay. And these are the Great Value wafers. I've actually made this with shortbread cookies, Lorna Doones, the other kind of shortbread cookies. I've actually used cream cheese in this dessert. Did you not? Just cover your cookies. Alrighty. Banana number 2. These aren't very ripe, but they'll do. You can see that vanilla bean in here. Add a little bit of, you ain't gotta put much, just kind of, you know. Tell me if any of y'all ever had cookie pudding without the bananas, and if you like it. every bit of that lusciousness out. I get to lick the spoon. I'm just gonna crumble some up on here. That's the way I like it. You don't have to do it like this. Then you have to wait a few hours before you can eat it. Okay, I think that's enough. And you want to have a pretty presentation, but you can take and put you some whatchamacallit, meringue on it. Or you can just use whipping cream. That's what I'm gonna do. So there we go. Easy, homemade banana pudding. And if you wanted to put some meringue on here, you're probably gonna need about 3 egg whites, 2 to 3. Separate your eggs, of course. Use your egg whites and just beat them up. Put a little bit of cream of tartar in it. A little bit of salt, a little bit of vanilla, and then just add your sugar according to how sweet you want it. Okay? And there we go. I'm gonna put some plastic wrap on it. And I might wake up about 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah, be about 6 hours and eat some of it. I don't know. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. Please come back and visit me in my kitchen. It really means a lot to me. Good night, everybody.